Hello and good morning. Good morning, everyone. We really want to welcome you to this live of today, and we're really going to be looking at the market outlook. So, if this is your first time to be joining us, I really want to welcome you so very much. Now, what we normally do in this live, we're going to be talking on different aspects. We're going to be looking different currencies, pairs, and as well, we are going to be looking at how the market is doing. And fundamentally, technically, we'll be looking at that and where the market might be ending towards the end of the week. This is an insight that is going to be helping you as a trader. At least you are going to be having some clues where you are going to be entering from. So if you're watching this from anywhere, make sure that you just confirm that on the comment section. Let me know where you are watching from. How are these taking you? Which trains are you planning to take this week? I appreciate that. So let's start talking in the comment section as we proceed on this. And also you can invite your friend. We are going to be having like 30 minutes here. I think it's going to be a quality time. All right. Ensure that you like this life. And without wasting time, let's just look at what is really happening to this market. And as you can see my screen right now, this is like an emergency. I have to talk about this because you can see Bitcoin is already on the move. So those who really don't know about that, then Bitcoin is already on the move. Do you know really Bitcoin has already almost 82,000? And this is crazy. This is crazy. You can see that move. This high of 81,754. Another high, very big. And this is a move that we've been expecting for a very long time. And if you can confirm with me that the month of September and November, it has been at least, if I can confirm this well from the previous years that we have been having this, the last time also this month was so good for the Bitcoin. And that's why you can see even this month, again, we are having some goodies for how the Bitcoin is absolutely performing. And if you ask me, there are a lot of things that are pushing the prices of the gold to be moving at these levels. And I know there are several factors, including where people are absolutely buying, and so many firms buying from. They're accumulating a lot of Bitcoin, but just before you go to the foreign currencies and USD pairs and analysis, just look a little bit about what is happening to the Bitcoin market. But because you know, if you're a forex trader, you can as well trade Bitcoin. Where if you absolutely want in MT5, it's absolutely very simple, and it's good for you now to know about this. So there are several factors that are making the prices of the gold now to be moving like this. Saying to the first one is where there is accumulation of farms, a lot of people now buying the Bitcoin. And number two, we have several factors. For number one, we have, you see, the US election was very important for this, and that is one of the things that we've been waiting to see how the Bitcoin is absolutely going to be doing in this scenario. And one thing that you're going to be noting from this is after Trump won the election, let me just go to the chart so that we can see from when the Bitcoin absolutely started jumping from the corner here. And I want to start from this. I want to start from here. You can see certainty, and we have Tuesday 5th. Here. So you can see this jump that we saw around this position that we have here. So from this point on, you can see from after election, all this jump that you can see here is a result of election. From this 69 all the way to the prices that we are getting right now from 81 800 and something 800. That was crazy. This move that you can see here is absolutely a result of election. And one of the things that I'm been telling some people who have been following me is that you see, when we are following about the elections, is that if Trump wins, then we are waiting for this to happen. One thing is that Trump, is going to put a regulation that can support Bitcoin in the US accumulations and all that. So it's absolutely something very is going. Is absolutely going to set a crypto base, and that will boost investors' confidence and high prices. You see, when the investors know that there's someone there at the top who supports what they are investing in, then they absolutely have that support. And in the system with US, we have another guy of the support of Bitcoin. We have Elon Musk. We have the Trump himself. So with those guys there, then the investors have that confidence of, even if I just invest in Bitcoin, I have that confidence. And that you see after the elections of the Tuesday, if you got these prices around this area here, from this position here, after the Trump, where you see the election, people are predicting the election is coming up, things are going to start boiling up, and predicting once the Trump winning, then we saw this move from 71 or to this beginning with over 10K dollars, and that was absolutely amazing. That was amazing. So that is the move that we got from this. Now, what is really nasty for the Bitcoin? Because you check on that, this Bitcoin already on overbought zone. That means the prices have really moved up. And one thing that you can see is that the Trump will be sworn next year. That is on I think January, and there can be still a move towards the Bitcoin. Bitcoin can still start moving up because still there's nothing that have really cooled down, and people are really starting to realize. So many people are waiting Bitcoin to hit 100K, and I think with time Bitcoin, that is where it's going to be settling at least 100K, and then if we hit at least 100K, that is the position. Maybe some people are going to be maybe see that let me just sell a little bit, but I think between the close of the year, maybe we're going to be approaching that, although not permanent. But you see, the Bitcoin can achieve a very good result within few days, like 10K and all that. So even to achieve the remaining 20K can be absolutely very easy before even we close the year. So there's probabilities that Bitcoin can keep moving up to 100K, and that can be absolutely very amazing, something that we have been waiting for a very, very, very long time. And one of the things that the other thing that has been making the Bitcoin to be moving up, you remember during April, those who have been following on that, April we got Bitcoin halving. So if you know what is Bitcoin halving, is absolutely where we reduce the supply. Like you see, the miners, the one that I normally get, is cut into a half. So what that does is that it cuts the supply of the Bitcoin, you see. And every moment we got a supply, and in the moment we get a halving, for example, in this position, we normally get the Bitcoin moves to creating another high. And Bitcoin moves especially like that. Very so nice when we have the halving taking place. So that is one of the results that we've been waiting for the Bitcoin to create, like highs like that, because when you are being having these halving, like the reduce of supply, when they're reducing of supply through the market of the Bitcoin production, then it encourages the prices to move up, the law of supply and demand, right? So with this high demands of the Bitcoin and the supply becoming so low, then you can see the prices of Bitcoin absolutely going to be continuing to move up. And that thing is obvious. So many people are absolutely and being educated about Bitcoin. I know so many people knew about the Bitcoin. If you go to the amount of people who knew about the Bitcoin like 5 years ago, and you compare at this moment, I think the number is increasing. And the more people are are exposed to the Bitcoin, I know the more they are interested in this and they want to know what is absolutely in for this Bitcoin. So with time, I know Bitcoin one time will be continue, the prices will continue moving up. So my advice is this: if you're an investor, don't consider, if you want to invest in Bitcoin, probably you can go there, but you invest for a very, very long time. Is going to be helping you very much for just investment. Put your money there for a very long time. It can absolutely help you so very much. All right. Yeah. Okay. That is for the Bitcoin today and the day. But you know that thing is that just, you know, when we have with just checking the Bitcoin, you know, it pushes all other cryptos with it. It's a polar, it's the mother of all them. So when we have the Bitcoin moving up, we expect the other prices to be moving up as well. So that's amazing. So we have Ethereum and other just following. Although Ethereum recently has not been following the Bitcoin it is supposed to be, but at least it has been moving up. All right. Peter Kangoro, thank you so much. I can see you. Robinson Kim Tai, Orende Insight. Welcome. Emmanuel Bosire from Eldoret. How are you, my brother? Good morning to you. It's a very beautiful week. We are really, really, really set to trend this week. It's an amazing week. And I want to welcome you all. Okay, Emmanuel Bozere. Thank you. Welcome to this live. Right. Let's proceed with this. What is really happening? Well, before I check, you see, when I'm checking this, I really want to, I normally analyze what is really happening, for example, to them, to the US dollar, right? And I want to really to correct these mistakes because so many people think that when you are analyzing the gold, you absolutely have to be checking on the DXY. That's why I want to ask to check on the DXY what is really happening. But you have to note one thing, that DXY and gold, those are separate things. So if you want to check on the DXY, just to know you are checking on the currencies like Euro, JPY, we have GBP, Canadian dollar, Swedish krona, that is SEK, and we have Swiss franc. So those are the currencies that measure the value of DXY. But gold is absolutely separate. But what you have to know and remember is that when we have high prices or high differences, it can absolutely affect the price of gold sometimes, but not absolutely to lie the result that you're going to be getting from DXY to the commodities. All right. Yeah, but on the currencies, they're absolutely going to measure all those differences. That is the point I wanted to lay there. So when I'm checking, before I check in analysis, we are going to be checking on how the gold has been doing and what is really, really, really happening to the US. All right. Now, this one thing that you have seen on the DXY that has been, let me just go to the DXY so that we can see amazing things that have been happening. Amazing. Okay. When I'm checking this, ensure that you can post. Just let me know where you are watching this from. Let me know where you're watching this. Let me check on the DXY. Sorry, my chat was not really open. US dollar index. Okay. All right. So another thing that you saw in the Bitcoin is the same thing that we're absolutely going to be seeing here on the gold, on the DXY. And what is this? It is sorry for that. I have a different charts. Okay. So if you are trader of the euro, USD, GBP, USD, JPY, one thing that you don't have to miss at all is when you are trading this, is to be checking on what is really happening to the DXY. You must check on that because it's going to give you some tips on how to, you see, how to trend gold, you see, how to trend USD, how to trend these pairs, GBP, USD. It can give you absolutely very nice clues when it comes to this market. And we are going to be seeing something amazing that still happened around this area. And don't be worried about my RSI. Just put it there with a purpose because I want to show you something with that indicator. Just look at this. I will tell you the reason we see this happening, and it was very simple on what we were to expect from the DXY. Yeah, right. You can see it's the same day. That is from Wednesday. From Wednesday 6, and the election was on Tuesday. This is Wednesday. After people have noticed that the Trump is going to be winning, look at what happened to the DXY from 103.6 to all the way to 105.4. That is a very big move on the DXY. Again, why was that move expected? It's because of people have been expecting about the policies that were to be made by the Trump himself. And you know, this election, let me open something here. Okay. You see, the reason people are expecting from this, the reason this DXY moved from this position all the way to that, was from Wednesday all throughout the week. You see, it's because of the policies, right? This includes the trend tariffs, clampdowns on illegal migrations that the Trump has to be talking about. You see, the messages was delivered by his deputy saying that for all illegal migrants, just prepare, you see, and you're going to be leaving this country. And the other thing is to lower the taxes and business deregulations. And from the expert, what they say is that these policies that Trump is coming up with is absolutely going to be boosting the economy. It's going to make the economy grow and the inflation to be good. And with these policies, if the expert believe this is the correction that has to be made on the market for the economy to grow, then absolutely we know that this is going to be causing the DXY, that is the dollar, to gain from that. And that is what you are expecting. You see, what you had to do is to see the places that Trump is going to be putting on the board. What are the consequences for that? What are experts saying, like analysts that they, you see, analysts will just give some view, hey, these policies are going to be making the market or the market not to be good. And from the reason the Kamala was not to if she won the elections, not make any differences, because so many people were expecting that the policies are just going to remain the same without them been doing, just following the Biden's steps and crazy things like that. But you can see what really happened to this. The DXY jumped all the way throughout. But checking on the in terms of how this market we can be expecting it to be happening in terms of the DXY, you can see that jump from 100 all the way to that. You see, when we are approaching around the elections around that area here, you see what really happened to this market. Was moving up, then just starting gaining the momentum, and it has been moving all throughout, and still there is no sign that this market is going to stop just moving down. But one thing that you can see for the ICT traders, you can see there was a FGG that was left here that was to be filmed. You see this fair valuing up, that was to be filled around this area. You see how this market jumped all the way from this position all the way to here, and it's not only that, but also let me intro also this. See, this end to be something like that, and you can see the market jumped from this position here, and the market started moving up. So that's why you can see that was expected. It's not really a sign that this market is going to reverse unless maybe this market breaks all the way down, but still there is a sign the DXY is still going to continue moving up throughout the week. That is what we expect, unless there are some changes on the way, because we know we are expecting this week a lot of things like the CPI and data to see how the economy is absolutely doing. All right, so that is what we are really expecting from that. So we may be getting this DXY probably continuing to move on the upper side all the way, and we can be settling around this position here where I've placed this arrow, and maybe that is where we are going to be testing the prices from around that area, because you can see there's a lot of resistance across that area, and that was the one that caused this market to be moving, especially all the way down just like that. So that's the prices, and just expect there are a lot of analysis around that area. This was just a view on that. You can be looking on different aspect here. You can be just do your little analysis on this area. You're going to be probably seeing that correct, but I expect these prices to maybe continue moving on the upper side. And after talking about that, that is what can lead us to different when we go to the USD JPY, I'll be talking about the Japanese yen on what is really happening, because it's crazy. It's crazy what JPY can do to you. You see, we also be talking about the US oil later on the commodities, and when we'll be going to the gold trading. So checking on the what has been really happening to these prices, you can see the same thing that has been happening to this case of the Euro USD after the gain. You see, when we're talking about the DXY after elections, you see what really happened to this market. You can see what really happened to this market after the elections. You can see the DXY caused this market to move all the way down like that. And this is a feeling of the gap that happened around this area. You can see like that, the same thing that happened to the DXY. This move around here. So that's interesting. That is what really happened to that area. And you can see still there is no sign that this market can, it's just going to be going all the way up. This market can keep going all the way down. But what we are going to be confirming from this, if this market is going to be still going all the way down, is if this market is going to break this zone that we see here, and probably if it is going to break that and break this, because this can as well act as more resistance here. If it's going to break that one, then the market is still going to be moving all the way down to the bottom. All right, that is the Euro USD. So if the DXY is absolutely, we are going to say it's going to be moving up, then this can be as well and be happening to the Euro USD. Hello, Romison Kimtai. Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah. So I see. I don't know what you're talking about. Which API is that? That is going to be feeling of that, right? Yeah. So that is what I'm really expecting from that zone that we are seeing around there. So for USD JPY traders, for GBP JPY traders, we have as well GBP, JPY, we have USD, JPY. If you want to trend pairs that is absolutely going to be very volatile, is GBP, JPY. But when it comes to Japanese yen, is that their policies have been absolutely crazy, and because now their policies when it comes to interest rate is going against the is going against that of US dollar. So what they are going to do is probably this. And during December, the experts expect that the Bank of Japan is going to be at least making up something up, right? Yeah, is going to at least increase the interest rate at least for a moment to at least stabilize, because you can see how things have been. It has been losing a lot towards. It has been losing a lot towards the the USD, and you can see after achieving 139, the price is just 20. But one thing that you have to know about USD, about Japanese yen, that when they start shifting the policies, the market really becomes so volatile, because you can see there was this time I was really on this trend, and the market came all the way from 160 around almost 162 and went all the way to 139. This 139, that was crazy. Within just a few days the market was at 139. So this pair is always really volatile, and you have to be careful when you are trading all these pairs. But still, you can see the USD just up, unless maybe they start shifting the policies and we see the change of this market moving up. But you can still throughout this week, you can see still this market is still moving up, and you can see it is still on the upper trend, uptrend, right? So we can still expect this market to form another high, but maybe within the December, the next month, where the experts expect that analysts expect that then Japan can come up and the interest rate to just move up. And you know what has really been happening to the dollar? It has been the one thing that I didn't mention is that the Fed is still expecting to come up and cut another interest rate, the 25 basis point, which if they move against that, if they do that, and then JBP is going to be increasing their interest rate from that position, then maybe we're going to be seeing this market starting to shift the directions towards 150 and towards this move, and this is going to become the area of the interest where we are going to see whether this market is going to break that once, and we are going to be trending towards maybe 140 around that zone. But you can see still this market is a sign, we can't go against the trend. The market is still on the upper trend. It's high probability for the hike of hitting all the way to this position of 2790, right? 27. It's